All right, what's good, man? Let's get into it. Let's talk about Travis Hunter, man. Another college football video coming at you guys this Saturday just to hold you until the Unfiltered Sports Podcast comes on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Travis Hunter, man. Travis Hunter is the best player in college football. Not even question, bro. Not even question. If you want to look at a pure position, right? If you want to look at who is the best at college football, Travis Hunter is it. Now, I'm going to put my bias aside. On both sides. Number one, Travis Hunter is one of my favorite players in college football. I love watching him play. That's the reason why I watch a lot of Colorado, him and Shador. You know what I'm saying? They got Jimmy Horn, and I keep forgetting that FIA wide receiver they have that's cooking. So, and obviously, Deion's a show. Oh, Colorado's a show. But as pure talent, Travis Hunter is the best player in college football. And he should win the Heisman Trophy. Or at least be top 10. I'm not going to say he should win it. They're probably going to give it to a quarterback because the Heisman just became an NFL award. Sometimes they'll give it to a receiver here and there just to kind of be different from the NFL award. But let's be for real. The Heisman Trophy and the NFL MVP award is a quarterback's award from now. You know what I'm saying? I think the last quarterback to win the Heisman, I think, was Devontae Smith a few years ago, the wide receiver for the Eagles. And I think the last non-quarterback to win MVP was Adrian Peterson back in 2012. So I don't think Travis is going to win it. But Travis is balling. And, I'm also going to put my other bias aside and put my, because, Travis was supposed to be a Florida State Seminole, but, Deion took him away from us, which, I'm not bitter as much as I was before, but, it is what it is. He is from Florida. He's from down south. All down south boys ball. They play football. But all aside, Travis Hunter is one of my favorite players to watch. He's one of my favorite. I think Travis Hunter, besides maybe Nick Bosa and Chase Young for Ohio State, I think he's the most dominant defensive player I've ever seen in my whole life. And I mean that. And I really mean that. Besides Nick Bosa and Chase Young, when they were both at Ohio State, not at the same time, but just at different time periods, I think those were the two most dominant players that I ever seen on the D-line. But secondary-wise, it was Travis Hunter all the way. This dude, you can line him up at the X, the Z, the Y, and he has the speed, he can intercept, he can swat, he's so smart, he's shifty. This dude is amazing. He's like a college version of Darrelle Revis. That's how good this guy is, bro. And he was doing the same thing at Jackson State. Now this guy was at Jackson State. Now, granted, Jackson State doesn't play the most, fierce competition. Competition is the HBCU, so they don't play that much competition. But he went to Colorado. Colorado played the Pac-12. He balled. Even with Colorado being trash last year, he balled. And then he goes to the Big 12, which the Big 12, I think prime for prime, I think the Pac-12 is better. But the Big 12, they got some ballers in there too. Even with Oklahoma and Texas leaving, you still got Baylor. You still got Kansas State. You still got Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, Kansas State. TCU, who was just in the national title a few years ago, and who Travis Hunter and the Colorado Bottles balled out against last year on opening week. And he's still balling. He just beat UCF. And he was balling that game too. Travis Hunter is the best player in college football. Just purely off of simple cornerbacks and the way how he plays cornerback, he is the best. Now, and I'm going to make a separate video about this probably after, around probably the draft time. I'm not a big fan of what Deion's doing with him, as in having him play with a wide receiver. Number one, because Travis Hunter is not that big, no diddy. And you have him playing corner, which is a physical position, and you have him playing wide receiver, which is a physical position. I'm not a huge fan of that, especially Travis Hunter, who has an injury history. He can't be playing all these positions. Like, he can't be playing wide receiver and corner. And people are sitting here saying, oh, should he play wide receiver to the NFL or cornerback? I think he should play cornerback, and I'm probably gonna make a separate video on this, but I just want to say this. Wide receivers now, like second and third string wide receivers, are getting a lot of money. You can find yourself a good wide receiver in the draft anywhere. It's not that often you're going to find a good cornerback who can, in today's rules, guard the wide receivers. So I think cornerbacks are going to get a bigger bag than wide receivers because wide receivers are coming. They're becoming like, okay, if we don't get a wide receiver, okay, we can let, hypothetically speaking, the Bengals, okay, we can let T. Higgins go. We can just find another wide receiver from LSU somewhere else. We can find another wide receiver in the third, fourth round. You're not going to find a Travis Hunter, a guy who doesn't have to be physical, especially in the league where the referees and Roger Goodell tells these corners not to be physical with the receivers. You got to let the receivers run. Travis Hunter's still balling. So I think Travis might be the game plan. He might get the biggest bat out of every single corner and wide receiver in the NFL. And justifiably so, if he balls out. You know what I'm saying? But Travis Hunter is the best college player in college football. He should be in the Heisman race. I'm not going to say he's going to win it, even though I would love for him to win it just to, switch it up. But, you know how, the awards are. They always have to go to the offensive side. It is what it is. That's my thoughts. What are yours? What's your thoughts on Travis Hunter? And, what's your thoughts on where do you rank him in players in college football, excluding quarterbacks? You know what I'm saying? Just excluding quarterbacks because everybody's going to have, Cam Ward and Ewers and all these other quarterbacks in their top 10. Like, just pure, like, wide receivers, offensive line, corners, safeties, running backs. Who do you think is the best? RJ out.